And I do care about Colton, and I do care about his life, but I didn't murder him, and I didn't rob him, and I didn't do any of that.
This is 21-year-old Alexandra Schreffler, a young woman known for giving advice she never followed herself. In the early hours of July 10, 2016, in Clay County, Florida, 18-year-old Colton Shearer met up with friends and drove to a home along County Road 16A. He thought it was a simple pickup. Detectives say it was a setup. Investigators allege Schreffler helped lure Shearer there so Jordan Coleman, Torian Johnson, and Ozell McNabb Jr. could rob him, choosing him because she believed he was an easy target. The moment the group arrived, multiple men were already waiting inside, and within seconds, shots were fired. Shearer was hit and went down. A second victim was shot in the leg. The third friend wasn't hit, and in pure panic, he threw Shearer into the truck and raced for help, pulling into a nearby gas station and starting CPR in the parking lot. Shearer didn't survive. What you're about to see is the interrogation, where Schreffler tries to minimize her role, while detectives work backwards from the message that brought Colton to that door. Within hours, witnesses were giving names, and detectives were tracing calls and messages linked to that address. The story stopped being about masked gunmen and became about who planned it, who opened the door, and who knew a robbery could turn into a killer.
I remembered yours just because I worked that case with you a while ago. All right, so you live with a Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
What's Jordan's last name?
Coleman. But he wasn't here or any of that. I don't know where he's at, honestly.
Okay.
I think he's in a party in Middleburg, but then again...
How old's Jordan?
20.
Is this your boyfriend, or is this just a friend?
Jordan's just my friend. But
is he a white male?
Yeah, his Nana owns the house.
Gotcha.
Makes sense now?
Yep.
Jordan's like my roommate, but he does what he wants. He's crazy loon.
And he wasn't there at all tonight?
No, sir. I don't know where he's been since, like, I got done babysitting around 5, and I walked home and he wasn't there.
5 in the afternoon?
Yeah,
yesterday?
He doesn't have a phone, so good phone.
Okay. Alright. And you said you've been living there longer than 2 weeks, though, right?
Yeah, since when I moved out of Katie's house, which would have been right after, like, honestly, like in the fair, April, May, the end of April, beginning of May.
Okay.
And it's July. Yeah, no, I moved in Kyle's the first week of May, end of April, and I was there for like 2-3 weeks, and then ever since I've been...
So May?
Yeah.
Right.
So since like May.
Alright, so tell me about, so you said you were babysitting?
Yeah, me and Celeste were babysitting at her mom's friend's house, some little boy named Sean, he's 5. She got off at 3.
Who did?
The little boy's mom. We sat there and we waited, and then we were gonna walk, but then the little boy's mom ended up taking us there. We got to my house, we pulled a few GBs, honestly, and then we went swimming in his Nana's pool, but don't tell her.
Right.
And then we sat there, we played Uno, we smoked cigarettes.
So back up. Is it 3 o'clock when she gets off work, she comes home?
Yeah,
mom?
She got off at 3 o'clock and she was there.
What time did y'all go to start babysitting?
The previous night we were there. We stayed the night there.
You stayed the night? So not last night, but the night before?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all stayed the night? Where does this lady live?
By the ballpark in Green Cove.
Okay.
Like literally right across the street from the ballpark.
Okay. So
I don't really know this lady. Celeste is just my friend, and she was supposed to stay the night tonight because we were supposed to hang out this weekend. But
Celeste, your friend. So who was supposed to babysit? You or Celeste?
Celeste.
And you were just helping her?
Yeah, I was just with her, hanging out with her.
Okay.
Because she was supposed to stay the night at my house tonight.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. So y'all are over there. You're babysitting this 5-year-old. At 3 o'clock, you said the mom comes home.
No. She got off work at 3, and she got there a little after 5.
A little after 5.
And then we went walking around, like, it was definitely before 6, but we didn't make it very far, and the mom ended up giving us a ride back to my house, which is where all that happened.
Right.
And then...
So what time do you think y'all got back to the house?
No later than 5:30. 5:30 at the latest.
I'm just trying to get a good timeline for how everything went. That's the best way we can get all this organized. Y'all got back to the house, and it doesn't have to be exact. I'm not going to hold you to it, but around 5:30.
Yes, sir.
All right. So when you got back to the house, who was there? What was going on?
Me, Michael, and the neighbor walked over.
Who's Michael?
Michael's just one of her little boyfriends. I don't think
Celeste.
Yeah, I don't think he doesn't have anything to do with this.
Well,
he's completely.
It don't matter. Whoever y'all were with, it doesn't mean I'm gonna go knock on their door and ask them questions. It's just good that we know everything. That way.
Well, I don't know Michael's.
That's fine. That's fine.
But it was me, Michael, and then the neighbor, and I don't know the neighbor's name either.
Okay.
But he walked over there to ask where Jordan was, and then he went home, and then he brought us back.
Wait, was that Michael?
No,
the neighbor did.
Michael was with us. Michael, when we got to the house, Michael was with us.
Okay.
So Michael is kin to right now me, Celeste, and Michael. And then the neighbor walked over to ask where Jordan was, and then I sent him home to get the GB and bring it back over. And then he never came back. Me and Celeste got in the pool. Michael went home.
Okay.
And then me and Celeste sat there. We were bored. We were going to go to a party in Middleburg that her ex-boyfriend Hunter was at and Jordan was supposed to be at. And then they never came and got us. Nobody never came and picked us up. And then we were
So y'all have no car or anything like that?
No, we don't have a car. We were just trying to find something to do. We were trying to have fun. We were so desperate that we were about to go drink with her mom. We were about to walk to her mom's house to drink with her mom.
All right. So Michael's with y'all. Y'all get there. Now, you said the neighbor comes over and y'all take a couple GB hits and then he goes back?
Yeah.
Okay. And what time?
You could leave that part.
Yeah, no, I'm not. That's why I'm not writing it down. Okay. It's no big deal. I used to smoke a bunch of weed too. The sheriff's office knows about it. It's no big deal. Okay. Everybody, a lot of people smoke weed when they're young. So don't feel uncomfortable talking about it. Unless you have it on you right now.
I'm just no. That's what the young officer asked me. I was like,
okay.
No. I was like, there's TV at my house. I hope they don't target me for that. But
well, I doubt it. But I mean, you know better, right? I had to grow up. I had to quit. So you'll have to do the same thing too. So what time is it that all this kind of starts happening? How are you communicating with everybody when you're bored, trying to get rides and all that?
Celeste's phone.
Celeste's phone? Does she have it with her? Mm-mm. Where is it?
Dead.
Oh, it's dead? Okay.
I don't know what she did with it in the mess of things.
Really? Okay.
I mean, you'll find it in the house. I mean, I don't think she wants everybody going through her personal phone. But
right. No, I get it. Well, I'm just trying to figure out how. So, do you have a phone?
Mm-mm.
No? Just Celeste? So. Okay. Yeah. So y'all are communicating with everybody through Celeste's phone, trying to get to these parties or whatever, seeing if you can get a ride.
Well, I mean, yes and no. It wasn't like that. We were just trying to find somebody to hang out with. We weren't we threw the party idea away at 9 o'clock when they never came and got us. Okay. And we played Uno, smoked some cigarettes.
Played Uno, smoked cigarettes. All right.
And then around my time's about to jump. Sorry,
that's
majorly. Fine. When I don't remember what time I hit Colton up, but I messaged Colton and I was like, hey, what's your number? And he sent me his number, and then I texted him and he was like, who is this? And I was like, LOL, do you send everybody your number? At this time of night? You just send it to me. And he was like, just kidding, just making sure it's you. What are you doing? Where are you at? What do you want to do? I was like, I'm trying to hang out. What are you trying to do? He's like, are you home? I was like, yeah. He's like, is it your house? I was like, yeah, I have a roommate, but he's not here. Y'all are more than welcome to come. Who are you with? He never told me who he was with. He asked who I was with multiple times, and I told him. And then around, he stopped talking to me for a little while, and then it got later, and he had called Celeste's phone and was like, what's up? What's your address? Send it to me. So I sent him the address. It didn't work. He called me back, and then he was like, I'm on 16. What's the address? The one you sent me, is it working? Is it county or country? I think, because I wrote it wrong.
Right, yeah.
And then he never put the address in his GPS. I guess he drove by my house. I was standing out outside the porch. He drove by my house a few times, stopped, backed up, did some weird stuff. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm outside.
What does Colton drive?
I think it's blue.
Uh-huh.
Schreffler is doing everything she can to look small, harmless, and innocent. The problem for her is that the detective across from her isn't buying any of it. He knows he's sitting with someone who helped to set up a deadly robbery, someone who's already manipulated her friends and now has blood on her hands. The question now is simple. She's fooled people before. Can she fool him too?
Backed up, did some weird stuff. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm outside.
What does Colton drive?
I think it's blue.
Uh-huh.
A blue
As detectives reconstruct the timeline, one detail becomes impossible to ignore. This robbery wasn't spontaneous. It was planned. Investigators allege that Schreffler discussed the target beforehand, described Colton as easy, and helped coordinate the meeting knowing multiple armed men would be present. When shots were fired, the plan didn't fall apart. It escalated. And from that moment on, every decision made after the shooting would matter just as much as the decision to set it up.
A Chevy Silverado.
Is it like four-door?
It's a dark, yeah, it's a dark color truck. Like, I know what his truck looks like. I just don't know I don't remember what color.
What time do you think you sent a message or whatever, or started talking to Colton? And what's Colton's last name?
I don't know how to pronounce it. It starts with an S.
Okay.
I want to say no earlier than 1, no later than 2.
In the morning?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Between 1 and 2.
1 and 2?
Yeah. I don't have a phone, so it wasn't like I was like looking at time and stuff.
I got you. Like I said, I'm not gonna hold you to it exactly, but I'm just trying to get a general ballpark.
I know, I'm just trying to help as much as I can, and I don't want him, like, my friend just got shot, and I don't know who the fuck did it.
How old's Colton?
He's in college, so under 21, I think.
Okay.
Honestly, I think he's under 21, but I think he might be 21 because he went to the gas station to get beer.
Did he? Okay.
Unless he was, I don't know who he was with.
Okay. So y'all's plans, he was going to go get beer and bring it back to your place?
That was never the plan. He drove by my house, and, like, I was on the phone with him, and he, like, backed up, and the phone died. I plugged it in the kitchen, and it started turning on immediately. Like, right. I walked out to the road or whatever. And then I walked back to the house, I picked up the phone, and it was on, and I called him back, and I was like, where'd you go? Like, I saw your taillights, like, I was out in the middle of the road. He's like, okay, stay in the middle of the road, I'm coming back. And I was like, well, where are you at? He's like, I'm at Kangaroo getting beer, it's 10 minutes till 10. It was 10 minutes till 2. That's when it happened. Yes, that's when it happened. Sorry, I'm trying to piece things together. He was like, we're at the gas station getting beer because it's 10 minutes till 2. And I was like, okay, that's fine. What are you trying to do? I'm trying to get dressed. What kind of clothes do I need to put on?
Right.
He's like, I don't know. I guess we'll figure out when I get there. I was like, okay, well, Celeste's getting dressed. Do you want me to stand out in the road or do you want me to stand on the porch? Do you know where you're going? He's like, I don't care. And he hung up. And then I waited for like 10, 15 minutes and I called him back. And then I was like, where are you at? He's like, on your road. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go change. And he's like, okay. And then he pulled up into my driveway. I walked out and I was on the phone with him. I walked out the door. I kicked the door open because you have to kick it to open it. I was on the phone with him and he's like, I'm here. I was like, I know, I see you. And then he got out of his truck. He walked around the back. He like started walking up to the porch. And only one person came from this way. And it looked like they started rumbling and fighting. No guns, no nothing. But I freaked out. I ran inside. I did not shut the door. I told Celeste to go back to the back bedroom. Like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. She started screaming and crying, and she was scared because as soon as I said that, boom, a bullet went. And I was like, I dropped to the floor, and I, like, slid across. And I don't know if it came out of the kitchen or if it came out of the living room, but apparently there was a bullet that came through the mirror. So if there was...
At your house?
Yeah, I don't know if there was... I don't know how many gunshots there were because it happened so fast. Celeste said she heard 2 or 3, but I don't know how many I heard.
Okay. Well, okay, so he texts, or y'all are talking, he says it's 10 minutes till 2 because it's cut off for beer. He's trying to get some beer. And you said it's about 10 minutes later, right, that he actually shows up at your house?
Yeah.
Okay. You're on the phone with him at this point. I just don't want to get all this mixed up. So he pulls up. Where does he pull up at your house?
In the driveway. He pulls up in the driveway.
Is he like right up? Is there a parking area? Is it a paved driveway? I haven't been out. It's rocks. It's just rocks. Did he just pull straight up to the house, just straight in?
Yeah, okay. Okay, alright, this is what I'm about to do with this. So this is the house. Yep. This is the porch. This is the driveway. Okay. There's a tree line. The driveway is about this wide. Okay. He pulled in. This is the house. This would be the back of the house over here. So this is the porch right here. There's a house part right here. He pulled in about right here to where his tailgate was with a body distance, honestly, from the bottom step. Okay. Like where the porch was.
So he pulled right up to the house.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. Wasn't he didn't pull up to the front part of the house. It was more towards the back.
And you're on the phone with him. You walk outside.
Yeah, I was on the phone with him.
And now walk me through what you see when you come outside.
I kicked the front door open. I was on the phone with him, and I was like, "Hold on, I'm kicking the door open." He said, "What?" And he's like, "I'm here," and I kicked it open, and I was like, "I know, I see you." And then he got out of his truck. I don't know if he turned it off or not. I don't remember. He got out of his truck. He walked around the back part of the truck, and as soon as he like went to walk up on the stairs, someone came from this way. And then I know that I saw more than 6 people in my yard. I know for a fact. Maybe I was just freaking out and seeing shit. Excuse my language,
no, you're
but
fine. Cussing is not going to offend me.
Okay.
You cuss all you want.
Well, I saw someone come running from this way. They were drugged and dressed.
Now, when you say this way, if this bottle caps your house and this is the front porch, right, again, right? They came from this direction, like from
like the road.
From like the main road, 16.
Yeah, like from the road. Now, I don't know if they were in a car. I don't know if they were on foot. It makes no sense that somebody would sit at my house on their fucking feet.
What does that person look like?
Who?
That ran up. Did you get a good look at him?
I don't know. I don't even know if he was black or white. I know.
Are you sure it's a guy?
I don't even know if it was a guy. I mean, I don't think anybody would have. I don't think a female would have attacked a guy. Like
now, when you mean attacked, how did that happen? How did that pan out? Are y'all still on the phone, or have you hung up?
No, I hung up. Like as soon as I saw him walk around the turn, I was like, I know, I see you.
Okay.
No, I was standing.
Or staying on the porch, and he's walking up.
Mm-hmm.
And about the time he gets to the bottom step, you see someone run up.
Yeah, but we got off the phone. I hung up as soon as I said I see you,
Gotcha.
And he put his phone.
Okay, so he's just walking up. He gets to that bottom step, and when you mean somebody attacks him, help me understand. Are they tackling him? Are they? I mean, what?
Like it wasn't like somebody was robbing somebody. Like nobody went up with no guns. I never saw a gun, not one gun. I only heard gunshots. It looked like somebody was mad at him. Like they knew him. Like I know you. I'm about to beat the fuck out of you, kind of thing. Like it didn't. I mean, I couldn't see Colton's face or that person's face, but I mean the way it happened, like it looked like that was like somebody meant to do that.
Well, is Colton having any drama right now? Like, well, I
haven't hung out with him. I know that.
Facebook?
I know that. No, I don't really dramatize on Facebook. Like,
no, I mean,
use it to communicate.
Does he? Have you seen anything on his page where people are threatening him?
This is the first time I've saw him since February.
Okay. Did these people? And you said you saw numerous people.
Key thing. I stopped hanging out with Colton because he sold cocaine.
Okay.
I don't want to be like a snitch or anything, but
you don't need
I stopped.
Here, let me tell you something about all that. Honestly, you're going to do Colton a big favor if you're honest about what he does and everything that he's involved in.
I don't know if he wants people.
Well, I know, but here's the deal. Okay, he was shot tonight, right? Right?
I don't know.
Isn't that what you told me?
I don't know. I know what they have been telling me. I don't know. I don't know for sure that my friend was shot.
Okay. People were shot in that pickup truck. It very well could be Colton. I'm sorry because I didn't make it out there before I turned around and had to come back out here, or I would know that for sure. So there's a good chance he was shot. I don't care what he does. Okay, he could sell coke. He could do anything. It doesn't give anybody the right to shoot anybody. Okay.
I completely agree.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why don't worry about that. If he sells cocaine, he sells cocaine. I mean, it's dangerous. Obviously, he sells cocaine, but it ain't. I'm not gonna go investigate him for it.
I know, but stuff like this happens with stuff like that. This is why I don't hang out with people like this.
It does. What else does he sell?
I don't know. I know he hangs out with everybody in Middleburg that sells drugs.
Okay.
That's why I stopped hanging out.
Are we talking heroin? Or
fuck no.
Okay.
I'm just talking about like little jit shit, like fucking cocaine and marijuana, some Xanax on the side, or some fucking dabs, or you know what I'm saying? Nothing like no crack or heroin. Okay. Do the people that he hang around with sell that stuff? Yeah. All of them do. They think it's funny to go downtown and sell crack to fucking strangers. They think it's hilarious. I don't think it's funny, but they think it's hilarious.
Okay.
They do get into some deep shit. Do I go with them? I went with Joey one time, and that was honestly why I stopped hanging out with that crap.
Watch how she suddenly tries to separate herself from the big drug dealers. She makes weed and cocaine sound like nothing serious, almost like it's no different than someone casually using crack. At the same time, she paints herself as the moral one, the girl who doesn't think it's funny to sell crack to strangers. In her head, this all lines up and makes her look better. But to the detective, it's obvious this isn't honesty, it's a distraction.
They do get into some deep shit. Do I go with them? I went with Joey one time, and that was honestly why I stopped hanging out with that crowd, because of Joey individually, and Colton was just like a friend of his. And Colton like hit me up on Facebook like 2 days ago, and I was in Middleburg and I was gonna hang out with him, but I didn't. And tonight I was bored and I was like, I'm at my house, I'm not at somebody else's house. If you want to come over, come over. Like I can invite you to my house. How long have you known Colton? Last November,
almost a year?
Almost a year, yeah. Because I talked to Joey in like November, December, January, and February, and Colton was his friend. So
now be straight with me.
After the shooting, panic set in. The surviving victims didn't go home. They didn't call friends. They drove straight to a gas station. That frantic stop, captured by witnesses and later confirmed by first responders, became a critical turning point. It locked in the timeline, confirmed the severity of the injuries, and triggered an investigation that would quickly identify everyone connected to the address where the ambush occurred. From that moment on, this case moved fast.
Okay, because did he come over with weed or something? I mean, was he bringing dope over?
No, he wasn't bringing anything over. The only thing that I knew that he was bringing was the beer. The beer, that's it.
Is he known to have dope on him? And I'm not trying to say that he was...
That's what I'm, like, I don't know. I don't know him. He could be completely different of who he was then. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody changes.
When was the last time you hung out with him then?
February.
February? So,
I mean, he could still be slinging pounds of cocaine if that's what he wants to do. You know what I mean? But I
just don't know. Okay.
I don't hit him up for, like...
Well, because understand, it's just like you said. With his, what he does, this kind of stuff does happen. All right, robberies and stuff like that. Even though you said it didn't seem like a robbery, but that's it. Most likely when people take a chance of robbing somebody, especially.
But by my house, I don't even really.
I don't know that. We'll get to the bottom of it. We're gonna find out. But someone decided to specifically rob them at that point for some reason.
That's what I'm saying.
And that would lead me to believe maybe he was bringing over some marijuana or something. And some idiots were like, you know what? Let's get this.
I don't know. I don't think it was robbing. Like, Colton didn't even say, hey, I have a gun in the truck, like, nothing. Like, he didn't.
Okay. Well, let's go back. So, anyway, so these guys come up. Do Colton and this person start fighting immediately? Is there anything said to Colton? What kind of helped me understand what's happening there?
I walked out the door. Well, I kicked the door open.
Right.
I said, I see you. He walked around the thing. He was laughing. I said, so let's just put him on some shorts and, like, do you want to go or do you want to stay? What do you want to do? And he's like, I don't know. Boom.
Okay.
I didn't even see this person. Like, I really didn't even see this person until they were, like, on the ground right here. Like, until I saw someone on top of Colton. Like, I thought it was, like, somebody got out of the other side of the truck and came up and was, like, playing with him.
How did Colton get on the ground?
The person knocked him out.
Okay, punched him? I mean, came up and stuck him or
I
tackled him?
assume because
somehow
he like, it didn't, like, what I'm saying is, like, when I was standing on the porch, it didn't look like what happened. And I don't know what happened after I went inside, but, like, it didn't look like somebody was about to fucking get shot and people were... None of that was what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
It literally just, like, at first I thought it was his friend. Like, I literally thought it was somebody that he, like, I thought he knew the person.
But you wouldn't run in if you thought it was his friend, right? You know what I mean?
I mean, I would run away from anybody that was sitting there fighting. Honestly,
okay.
I'm just saying I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat. I didn't know that person.
Okay. So they start fighting on the ground. Are they saying anything? Do you remember anybody saying anything? Was there yelling? No? It was just quiet? Alright. So run me through. He's on the ground. What do you do from that point?
I went inside.
Okay.
And within seconds, the first gunshot was made. That's the only one I heard.
Okay. You heard one gunshot, and that's when you said you hit the floor. You slide back.
I hit the floor between the refrigerator and the counter right here. Like, when you walk into the house, there's a little counter, a stove, the sink, a caddy counter, and a counter.
Okay. So it's
I walked in through the door, literally laid flat like this. Glass was in the kitchen floor. I thought somebody hit the window. Like, I thought somebody was shooting up my house. Like, I thought I was the person that was getting fucking shot up. Like, that's what I thought it was at first.
Right.
I thought the people that were coming up weren't for him, like, or like anything. Like, I thought like a million things in my head, like what was going on. And then when I hit the floor because there was gunshots, I thought that it was my house that they were hitting.
Okay.
So I yelled at Celeste and I told her to get on the floor.
At?
She was standing in the living room, and I told her to get on the floor and go to the back bedroom, and she didn't get on the floor. She just ran straight to the back bedroom, and she sat between stuff, and then I slid down past the living room, I got cut. I don't know.
It's okay. Take a minute. It's all right. No, not very many people go through stuff like that.
And then I just went in the back bedroom, and I sat there with Celeste, and I was like, call the cops. She said, my phone is dead. I was like, do something. And she's like, I don't know what to do. And she started crying. And then we went into the bathroom. We sat there. I got out of the bathroom. I went into the living room. I opened the curtain. And Colton was sitting in the passenger seat. But he didn't look like he was shot. Nobody looked like they were shot. There was only 2 people in the truck.
There was only 2 people in the truck?
When I opened the window. Larry opened the thing.
Had the truck moved at all?
No, and then I went back to the bathroom and I sat there and I just waited, and honestly we just started praying, and then I saw the lights from the top of the shower. I saw lights back out and go, and then me and Celeste went outside and I was like looking around on the ground. I didn't see any blood, I didn't see anything, and then I walked towards I guess what would be in front of the bathroom, honestly, and there was like a big blood puddle there. And Celeste was like, what do we do? What do we do? I was like, I don't know. Like, literally.
You're talking about outside?
Yes.
Okay.
Like, what do you do? What do you do, honestly, when you walk outside and something like that just happened, but nobody's there?
You gotta call 911, obviously. But
well, we didn't have phone.
I know.
But what do you do? For real, what do you do? Like, I felt crazy. Like, I know I heard a gunshot. I know that there's blood on the ground, but I only know one person involved.
Okay. You didn't know anybody. Did Colton have friends with him?
He said he had a friend, and then in one message it said friends. Okay. And then I asked him to elaborate on that, and he didn't respond back. And when I asked him on the phone who he was with, he didn't answer me.
Okay.
So I don't know who he was with.
Okay.
I don't know who he was. I don't know who he was with, and I don't know who ran up. I only know him.
Did you see anybody get out of the truck and run up on him? I mean, because you said earlier you thought it was his friend, right?
I mean, the way it looked, like, it was just like, I don't know, maybe it just happened too fast. Like, no, nobody else got out of the truck. The only other, like I said, when I opened the window, I saw...
What window are you looking out of?
The one that would be right in front of the 333 mirrors. Like, the one... I could see the cab of his truck.
Window.
No.
It's a front window in the house.
Yes, I saw the cab of his truck. I saw the passenger side door open. I couldn't make faces. I don't know. I saw the driver shake his hair.
Do you know who the driver is? Was that Colton?
I don't know if it was Colton.
Okay.
Because I don't know who he was with.
Okay.
And then they didn't look harmed. And then they drove away. So I thought that maybe it was like one of the bad guys that were on the ground.
Okay. Who's on the ground when you went out?
Nobody.
What do you mean then you thought it was one of the bad... Are you talking about...
There was a bunch of blood on the ground. I thought there was a person in the bushes. What do you mean? You have to look at the house. I'm sorry, it's confusing. Like, on this whole side of this front house, there's like nothing but weeds and shit.
Right.
Bunch of weeds, and there was a blood spot. Like, you'll be able to see it. I promise you'll be able to see it. There was a big blood spot right there.
Okay, so you're freaking out at this point.
What do you mean I was freaking out when it started?
Oh, you know what I mean. So Colton didn't tell you who he came over with. He just said one message. He said he had a friend. The other he said friends. He didn't answer you. Is there anybody that you live around that might do something like this? Somebody on your road?
I don't really talk to my neighbors.
I'm just saying anybody you can think of, because this stuff doesn't happen in Clay. You know what I'm saying? This is like some Jacksonville crap, where people get shot up. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't happen every night out here. This is definitely different.
The neighbors across the street are church-going people. The ones to the right of us are like goody two-shoe. His Nana's a crazy bitch. The only other person I really know besides like Tanner Woods and them that live on that road, but I don't think that they would.
Tanner Woods, why do I know that?
Because he's a fucking crackhead.
Does he drive a Cadillac? Or used to drive a Cadillac? Yeah, okay, I know Tanner. Hey,
then,
do you know a Brent Wolf?
No.
You don't know a Brent Wolf? That name doesn't ring a bell? No. Okay. So y'all are hiding in the back, and you say you see what looks like the headlights leaving, and then that's when y'all walk out. You see the blood spot.
She stayed in the bathroom. She did not walk out.
She didn't walk out.
She did not see any of it. She did not stand by the door. Nothing. Like, she didn't know anything was going on until I said, Celeste, get the fuck down. Like, there's a gun. And she's like, what? And just ran.
Did Celeste know these guys at all?
No, she doesn't know Colton. No, okay. She doesn't even know Colton. She's literally just my friend.
Is there a chance
that they could have been after us?
No. Is there a chance Michael?
Oh, fuck no. Fuck.
Hear me out. Because he's like a friend, a real good friend of Celeste, right?
I mean, no.
This couldn't be like a jealousy thing. He sees a truck pull up.
He can't leave his house past 10.
Is he on what? Is he on probation?
Yeah.
But that don't mean nothing.
Oh, it does matter to his dad.
Does it?
Yes, his
How
dad
old's
is
Michael?
not. Michael's 17.
17?
Yeah, no. Home dog didn't pull out a gun and rob a bunch of people or kill a bunch of people at my house. I can tell you that for sure.
What have you been told by police? Because you keep saying robbing and all that. Were they robbed?
He said somebody was robbed and killed.
Who did?
That person or whatever. That guy. When Celeste got back in the car, she said that the officer said that somebody had been killed. And the whole way here, we were trying to ask that officer, was it a robbery? Did somebody die? Like, why were they there? And he was just nonchalantly, like, answering half of the questions like he wasn't giving us anything. Okay. So I'm kind of just, like, trying to put it together.
Now, he may not know, to be honest with you.
Well, I understand that he may not know, and I was trying to push questions out of him that he may not have known because I'm trying to make sense of it in my head. Mm-hmm. But why else would somebody come to my house and do this? Why else? Like, why the fuck would somebody come with a gun to my house? Like, I don't even know how to turn the safety off of a gun.
Why does Colton have a gun? Is it because he's a...
I don't know Colton has a gun or not.
Oh, I thought you said he did.
Well, I heard more than one gun bullet. You think that he didn't have a gun? I feel like if I sold cocaine, I'd have a gun. Don't you?
Well, I know, but I'm trying to find definite. Do you know if he has?
No, I don't know that Colton had a gun. I don't know whose gun it was. I don't know who shot the fire, but I mean, I'm assuming that it wasn't... Colton didn't shoot himself if he was really shot, and I don't think anybody else would shoot themselves.
Okay.
I mean, I know just about as much as you guys know, except for I knew the driver.
Okay.
And y'all don't.
Let me ask you this, because it'll help me out tremendously with the Facebook messages. If I brought my laptop in here and I just let you log on your Facebook and you bring up those messages, would you mind just showing me?
I mean, yeah, I can.
I ain't gonna go through your whole Facebook. I don't care. Listen, I know you smoke weed. I know you like to party. I don't care. It's no big deal. Okay? I just want to get that out there.
But I just hang around people that do.
But listen, it don't matter.
But who you hang around is who you are.
But it doesn't even matter. I'm not here to judge you. I'm literally just trying to figure out who shot up these people in your yard. Period. I don't care what's on your Facebook. I don't care what's on y'all's phone. That's the only thing I care about is figure out who pulled that trigger. Okay? So if I bring my laptop in here, will you show me the messages and everything like that? All right, give me just a minute.
The only messages on my laptop though are hey, what are you doing? Send me your number. He sent me his number and I called him.
That's fine. But Celeste's phone is down there, right?
They were phone calls.
I know, but Celeste's phone is at the house. Is that your house?
Yeah, but I don't think she wants people coming through.
Well, but here's the deal. You heard somebody got killed?
Yeah.
I mean, if someone got killed, we're dealing with a homicide. Okay, we're not. So if we can't worry about that kind of stuff. I mean, how do I
feel her.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel what she's coming.
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
How about this? I go knock on somebody's door.
I mean, I don't want them going through my Facebook and stuff either.
Listen, but how about this? Let's just say your mom. I come to the door and I say, hey, your son, your daughter, whatever's
But what you're telling me though is like everything else in my Facebook messages will be irrelevant, right? Except for Colton's.
That's all I'm looking for.
Okay,
I don't care.
She's already twisted her story so many times in this interrogation that she probably doesn't even realize how much she's contradicting herself anymore. So the detective switches gears. He brings in a laptop and has her pull up the Facebook messages. If her memory is foggy, the screenshots won't be.
Who's that?
I don't know yet.
You know, please.
No, I really don't. I don't. I really don't. I don't know the name of who's dead yet. But look at me, Alexandra. Look, do you go by Allie?
Yes.
Allie, I need you to take. You need to take this very seriously. I'm not saying anything, but someone was murdered in your front yard.
Don't say that. I didn't go outside to make sure they were okay. I didn't go outside to check on them. I didn't go to the next door neighbor's house and call 911. I didn't do any of that. I just stayed at my house.
Allie, I'm not saying that there's anything that you could have done to change tonight. The reason why
I could have just went to bed. I could have stayed with Celeste. We didn't have to go to my house. We didn't have to find anybody to hang out with. We didn't have to do any of that.
Allie, the reason why I say this is probably the most serious thing you've ever been involved in, right? Okay.
And I have my 16-year-old friend involved in it too because she was at my house.
I know. So understand, this isn't just going to be some quick thing and you're going to get out of here. You're a witness in this, okay?
I don't want to be anymore.
But here's the deal. Let's say, and like I said, I don't know. Let's say Colton's your friend, right? Or you've known him for a while. If he is the one that was killed, You owe it to him to tell us everything, right? And help us, right? Now, as soon as I find out, I will be straight with you. I'll tell you. I know there was multiple people in the truck. I know there's multiple people that were shot. And I know that there's one dead so far. The other one's in the hospital. It might be, put it up here, it might be because of, let me see.
That's the neighbor.
Okay. What's the neighbor?
His name is William Buckholter.
That's who shot him?
What?
Is that what you said?
I said that's the neighbor.
Oh, I thought you were talking about for this whole thing.
No, the neighbor said, hey, did you hear the gunshots?
Oh, no, I don't care about that. So the neighbor's name is William Buck, what is it?
Buckhalter.
Buckhalter. William? Now, obviously, I know I don't have to tell you this, but don't be messaging people on there. That's the only thing we gotta make sure we don't do.
I don't know why I just did all that. I said, what are you doing? Yeah, where are you at? I said,
Can we pull that up? Like that whole thing, make it big?
yeah, hold on. I mean, there's previous conversations from me and him that I'd rather you hold on.
Well, don't listen to me. All this is important, so don't delete anything and all that.
I'm not. Oh,
It's
this
just-
is not the right person. Hold on. Not that one down. I said, that's not the same date. That's not the right book.
It looks like it.
No, 7/7.
Okay.
He said, you ain't gotta take phone yonder. That's the 7th. While I'm running this shit right now, I want to come chill when I'm done. And it's fun tonight. You ain't passing out, are you? Okay, no. I said, I just make a cigarette. Hell yeah. Are they there? Who? I need Jennifer. No, that's not the same night. It's the 8th. Coming to. Hey, what's up? I thought I sent my bad. Hey, what are you doing? You got a number? What are you doing? I need your number. You're like, why, homegirl? Is she cute? Talking about sex there. And then he said, yeah, to where you at? 904-357-30.
Here, before you close all that out, understand, like I just told you, okay, this is a very important investigation.
I mean,
This just shows, I know, this shows that you're telling me the truth.
I have no reason to lie to
I
you.
know. So how about this? Is there any way I can print this out from my case file? And I'm gonna be honest with you here. I'm gonna put this right over here. This is where I'm coming from. If we don't go this route, I'm gonna have to get a search warrant through Facebook and all this stuff, and I'm gonna get everything
And
anyway.
you won't get a search warrant if you do this.
Well, I don't plan on it. Here, this is what I want to explain to you.
You can
Okay,
print it
hear
if you
me out.
want to print it.
Hear me out. Thank you, but hear me out. Okay, we're all adults here. There isn't anything on here that I haven't seen before. I promise you that. Okay, there is none of this is going anywhere else but a case file.
I
Okay.
understand all that. I'm just fucking freaking out.
I know there's probably personal stuff on here that you don't want to get leaked out, but we got to think a little bit bigger than that right now because someone was
You can
killed.
print that conversation.
Okay. You know, you help me do this.
You have a
I don't want to
phone?
mess it up.
Do you have a phone?
I do not have a phone that where we can text it or anything.
You have to go back up to previous conversation? Like you want the whole thing?
Yeah, the whole thing.
Schreffler starts to unravel the moment the detective lays out just how serious this is. You can see the panic building. She tries to defend herself by pointing to messages from her neighbor, hoping they'll clear her name. But to the detective, they only pile on more evidence. After going through more of the messages, the detectives take a short break. And this is where you really want to watch her body language. She pulls in, gets tense, and becomes noticeably protective. It's the look of someone who knows the walls are closing in.
Celeste.
This is what I didn't want to happen. I'm being completely honest, and I told you this shit was gonna happen.
We're trying to figure it out, though, and think about it logically.
It could be anybody. You know how people are like, the shit that goes on at that house?
Okay. Well, I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm going to let him talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, we're just trying to figure out who the people are.
Okay.
Allie, hear me out.
No, this is being blamed on me.
Well, no. No one's saying you pulled the trigger or anything like that. Not once have we said that.
Okay, but then what are you thinking? I set this up? Why would I set up somebody to be killed?
You tell me.
Do I look like that kind of person?
No, I don't think you say anybody had to be killed.
I
But
feel like that's what you just...
Allie, hear me out.
I don't know the people. If I knew the people, I'd
just
tell
listen
you.
to me. Just listen to me. I want you to. I'm gonna tell you the facts we have right now. I want you to hear me out. Okay. You and your girlfriend are hanging out at the house. Okay. This guy, y'all start talking on Facebook, and he comes over. A group of people confront this truck in your yard. Shots ring out, and someone gets killed. And who knows, maybe another person soon. I don't know. Depending on how it's going at the hospital.
So this goes down on me because it's my yard?
Well, think about this. If someone gets shot in my yard, of course I'm going to be held responsible to a certain extent. Now, am I going to be held responsible as far as being labeled a murderer or anything? Absolutely not. But what are the chances? What are the chances that just people you have no idea who they are decided to sit on your house and by chance wait for this truck to pull up to rob them? That doesn't happen.
No.
It doesn't happen, and you know it. You've already said that.
I said
that stuff doesn't happen. So here, this is what I want you to
But either does last weekend when people were attacking somebody's car too. That doesn't happen either.
Do what? Last weekend when somebody was
being...
okay. So here's what you got to decide.
I'm aware that the house was a dangerous place to be. I'm aware that there were people threatening. But did I think anybody was going to do anything? No.
Okay. Well, who was threatening then?
Nobody does.
Allie, look at me. Allie, here's the deal. We're at a point now where you're protecting somebody who killed someone.
No, I'm not. I don't know who pulled the trigger.
You're
I don't
holding
know
back.
those people.
You just held back on me.
No.
You just held back on me. I don't know why you're protecting a murderer.
I'm not. Now I'm being defensive because I feel like now everybody's blaming this on me. And I literally was just trying to hang out with the fucking...
Okay, but hear me out. Regardless of what your intentions were, a bad thing happened that you set up, hey, come over here, this is my address, come hang out, or we'll leave from here.
If that was gonna happen, why the hell would I give them my direct address? Why? Why wouldn't I give them the address next door? I'm smarter than that. If I was gonna set that up, it wouldn't have happened like that. Mm-hmm. Dead or not dead, it wouldn't have happened like that. And I wouldn't have did it in my yard. I wouldn't have did it in my yard. I wouldn't have let anybody do anything in my yard like that ever. Why would I do that? I would be sitting right here. Mm-hmm. Why would I tell...
I agree with you. The problem is something you just told me, is that you knew it was a dangerous place, there were threats made, but you didn't think anything would happen like that.
No, I didn't.
You just told me.
But I don't think that this has anything to do with that. I don't know what this has to do with. I don't know anything anymore.
But you realize that information might be the reason for this whole thing. Maybe I don't know that anybody had the intent to kill anyone tonight. Maybe they just came up to beat somebody's ass, to jump them, and shit got crazy. I don't know.
This kid said he wasn't gonna do anything to hurt anybody at the house or me or anything, but because he came to a party and something happened to him, then it was at that house that I was supposed to be responsible for it. And he told me personally that he wasn't mad at me and that nothing was gonna happen, and I believed him, and 2 weeks went by and nothing happened. I wasn't there. I was at my friend's house for a couple of days because of this. Came back, nothing happened. His Nana turned the power off. Jordan got the power turned back on. I came there with Celeste after we babysat, and it could have been anybody that actually came through on Facebook tonight. Anybody. It didn't have to be Colton. It could have been anybody that I was like, hey, do you want to chill? Anybody that could have came to my house. That could have happened to them.
Why?
What do you mean why? Because people are nasty. People
No, but
do
hear me
mean
out, hear me
things.
out.
When you do drugs and you're around people who do drugs, they don't give a fuck.
But Allie, why would people be sitting around your yard waiting for somebody to pull up?
Because they, I don't know.
That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. And I'll agree with you. A lot of these drug things, they don't make sense. You're right. But this is...
I don't know every part to every single story to sit here and tell you everything that's going on. It could be relevant, it could be irrelevant.
So let me decide whether it's relevant or irrelevant.
No, because I'm the one that's going to be thrown through the mud for this, not you.
Why? What? Who's going to throw you through what?
Who was... What is this?
You're willing to take a chance that you're going to cover up for a murder. You're willing to take that chance.
What? I'm not covering up for no murder. I didn't do anything.
You need to tell me what happened 2 weeks ago or whatever and who it involved.
I don't know everybody's names, last names, first names. I don't know.
Well,
there was
gotta
a
tell
lot
me
of people at
something.
my house. We had a party. Some shit went down. Some guns were pulled out.
What is some shit? I don't
know. I wasn't outside. Neither, and Celeste wasn't there either.
Okay, but you've heard. I mean, give me the story
Yes,
that
the
you
name
know.
is Jared Wells. Jared Wells was the person that got fucking fucked up. That he pulled out the gun at the house and he said shit. And then I was with him like 2 days ago and he was fine. He was like, or not 2 days ago. Like, what's today? Saturday.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, my people are coming to that house and they're going to fucking blow shit up and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, please don't send me to the house. I had nothing to do with this. Don't do that. We're not. He told me that they weren't going to do anything. So that's irrelevant. But
Okay. And listen, I might be able to, once we look at everything, we might be able to just count this whole thing out and say, yep, that is irrelevant.
But if it's not, then
But yeah, I mean,
I threw names out there that didn't even belong in this. I don't want to be in this anymore.
Are you serious? Allie, are you serious? Now, did Jared have issues with Colton? Was Colton there?
No.
Who did Jared Wells have problems with?
I don't know who did. I told Jared the same thing. I don't know who did that shit to Jared. I don't know what went down. I don't know any of
Did
that.
he get beat up?
I think he got jumped. I don't know.
Okay.
I think he got jumped. I think he got robbed. Somebody said... There was a bunch of things said. I don't know a straight answer to be telling you the complete truth.
Just tell
about
me
any
what
of
the
this.
rumors are.
All those things.
Okay,
that
so
I said.
that Jared was robbed and that he was jumped. What was he robbed
Arrested.
of? He was arrested?
Apparently he was arrested.
At your house?
No, at some other house. This is just so really long.
Okay, well here, let's do this. I think it's fair. I think it would be fair to whoever was killed tonight that we go through this story.
Okay. We were at Jordan threw a party at the house.
At your house?
Yes, and Jared was robbed of like a whole bag full of drugs.
Okay.
And apparently they gave it back. I don't know that information.
Okay.
And apparently they didn't get anything, but because they attempted to, Jared said that they were gonna do shit to the house. Like, they said they weren't doing anything extreme, and that they were gonna shoot up the house, but they weren't gonna hurt anybody, and they weren't gonna do it while anybody was home, and they were gonna shoot up vehicles. And I told him that there was no vehicles there that were worth even shooting up, and he said, okay, well, my people are gonna handle this, not me. As in people, I don't know who he's talking about. I literally met this kid last weekend. I don't know him from Adam, like, at all.
Are you friends with him on Facebook?
Yeah.
Is he from Clay County?
I don't know where
Is
he's
he a
from.
Playboy, Duval?
I never have seen this kid, met this kid.
How did y'all meet last weekend? Was it at a party? I mean, how did it get to the point where he says, I'm gonna throw a party at your house?
Who?
Jared.
Jared didn't throw a party at my house. Jordan threw a party at our
Jordan.
house.
Okay, yeah, your roommate. I'm sorry, I got Jared and Jordan confused. So Jared came to Jordan's party.
4th of July night. I'm pretty sure that's the night that it was.
Okay.
And it wasn't really a party because his Nana shut it down.
Okay.
Schreffler has said a lot, and in the process made a lot of mistakes. Every contradiction, every backtrack, every attempt to shift blame only makes her look more suspicious. At this point, any detective would want to dig even deeper. And that's exactly what happens next. The detective changes gears, drops the soft approach, and moves into something far more direct. What you're about to see is the most important part of the entire interview. This is where the mask starts to crack.
Has there been, before we get too far in this, anything else that's happened that you may not think is relevant? I don't care if it's so much as a show.
There's just a bunch of hood rat shit going on. A lot of dramas, a lot of rumors, a lot of everything.
Specifically with Colton in your house?
No, Colton was. That's why I'm so confused. Colton has absolutely. I don't understand. He has no tie to anything, not even to me, except for that I was friends with him through Joey and I hit him up to hang out with him. So yeah, I guess it is my fault he's dead because I invited him to my house.
Not necessarily. You gotta understand, what we're trying to figure out, it sounds like what you're trying to figure out too, is why would they choose Colton, his friends, in this truck? Why? I mean, it's crazy to sit here and say that this group of people were set up around your yard or in the woods or whatever, just waiting on somebody to pull up, unless they knew there was dope in that truck, or that there was a possibility.
How do you know that they were standing there waiting?
You think these people were just walking by, saw the truck, ran over, and committed a robbery and a murder?
No.
Right.
So there was somebody waiting and watching my house?
I mean, how else could it happen? This doesn't happen anywhere else. There's nobody at my house getting shot up and all that because nobody's around. People don't just they don't just commit murders like that.
I know that.
I mean, they don't.
I mean, no, I don't actually know what that's like, but...
Right, I get what you mean. So it had to have been, and you'll be surprised by the end of this, and I really hope you're not lying to me. I'm not saying you are. I really hope you're not lying to me. Because by the end of this, it will come out if you knew about it. And understand, if you even knew anything, and you held back at all, then you are risking your freedom with that. If someone was killed on your property, and I can prove later on that you knew that there were these other guys around, you may not have known what they were going to do, but you knew these guys were around and you didn't tell me, absolutely you can get yourself in trouble. And that's why I say it's real as anything. And that's how people always get in trouble. That's how they always get in trouble. I can't tell you how many people I sit in front of and I plead with them. Hey, I know there's more to this.
I'm just trying to think of who would be that dumb to kill somebody.
Who would have been at your house earlier? Well, is there any of Jordan's friends who would have been out here? It sounds like Jordan's friends are robbing dope dealers. If this guy Jared comes over and there's an issue.
No. Jordan's friends don't rob dope dealers like that.
Almost every single case I work like this, I'm going to tell you. Almost every single case. I'm sitting in here, and it always pans out to be like this. I'm sitting in here with a female, and I'm talking to her. She's invited somebody over, or she's told somebody something, okay? Just unbeknownst to them, really giving somebody a plan to rob someone or whatever. The last one was over in St. John's Landing Apartments that I work.
But rob Colton for what? I don't even know if he sells drugs or does drugs.
Colton, you just told me he sells cocaine.
Right now, at this moment in time, no.
But hear me out. And then you also just showed me the message where he says, I'm running this shit right now, but I want to hang out with you after. We can read between the lines. I'm not stupid. The guy sells drugs. Okay. I'm not in...
But I can't honestly say that. But I guess he's not here to defend himself either. But the last time Colton sold me drugs was when I was with Ellison Lucas, and we hit him up at 9 o'clock for treat, not any hardcore drugs, for fucking pot. And he didn't even come until I guess 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was asleep.
Right. You know what almost makes more sense to me in this whole thing? Is if he was coming over to give y'all pot or whatever, or to sell y'all pot. I'm not saying, just hear me out. I promise I'm going to let you talk. It just would make more sense to me that he came over with drugs, either to smoke out, hang out, or whatever, but he came over with drugs. Someone knew about it. Someone had to have known about it. There's more. No, there was
plans to go get drugs, not have drugs. He didn't have drugs when he got there.
Oh yes, he did. I can tell you 100% he did.
Okay, well.
You see what I'm saying?
I didn't know that he had drugs when he got there. There was plans to go get drugs.
What plans did y'all have?
Nothing. it really wasn't even a set up plan. We didn't even know what we were doing, where we were going, anything. We knew that we wanted to hang out and we wanted to do drugs. That's it.
Okay, but it was your words that there were plans to get drugs. You didn't think we had drugs there. So
yes.
What were the plans? I mean, get weed, or smoke out. I mean, what was the plans? In your mind, what did you want to do when Colton comes over?
I was bored and I wanted to hang out with, me and Celeste just didn't want to sit there by ourselves.
But I'm just saying, when he comes over, what's in y'all's mind? What's y'all's plan? Go get weed, smoke out?
Probably.
Go get coke?
Probably.
Okay.
I mean, depends on how the night goes. I mean, it doesn't, I don't know. In my mind, my plan was to just hang out with him. I've been trying to hang out with him for like a week.
Okay.
He was supposed to come to Cheyenne and Jennifer's. Like, it wasn't like, it was not like this.
But Alex,
the way it seems.
Right, the way it appears is bad. I mean, you can see it.
That's why I'm crying, because the way it seems is bad. But everything seems bad when you're dealing with pot, cocaine, or anything else. Right. It always seems bad. Nothing comes good of it. Nothing comes good of situations like this.
Right. The only thing we can do is, we can all say here, mistakes were made tonight, okay? People made bad decisions. And I'm not talking about just you. Obviously, there's a lot more people that made bad decisions. There's nothing we can do about what happened. The only thing we can do from here on...
What do y'all want me to tell you?
I need you to be more cooperative. I need you to be way more straight up. It took way too long just to even get this Jared guy's name out of you, okay? And I think you're used to holding back from the police because you probably had bad experiences in the past, and there's been all kinds of drama, and you don't want to bring the police to everybody's doorstep, okay? But if you really cared about Colton and whoever he hangs out with and just life in general, someone's life.
I care about life in general.
Someone was taken. I don't want to tell you it was Colton's because I'm not sure. But it was somebody.
Whoever's in that room said it was.
Really? Well, there you go. It very well could be. I'm not saying it's not. So if Colton's dead...
Stop, see.
Okay,
please,
well,
it's freaking me out.
If Colton has been killed, it's a bad situation because it happened at your house. So it's time to cut through all the bullshit and let's just...
There's just a lot of bad shit that happens at that house. A lot of bad shit that happens at the house.
Well, then explain that to me. What bad stuff?
I don't...
Because here's the deal. And I guarantee you at some point tonight, you have or some point today, tonight, whatever, you have communicated, maybe trying to get with people on Facebook, other people, saying, hey, come over, whatever, I'm going to try and get some weed or whatever. With no intentions of anybody doing anything, and they come over and they decide they're going to be bold and they're going to rob somebody.
No. Nobody robbed anybody when William came up to the house. Nobody robbed anybody when Michael was there. Nobody robbed. That's what I'm saying. Nobody.
So that should tell you.
This
even
was
more.
at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
That should tell
Nobody
you.
should have been sitting outside of my house.
That should have told you even more that someone knew who it was when they were coming and everything else. That's what tells me.
I mean, everybody
it's
has
screaming. Whoever it is, whoever did this.
I've changed my password multiple times, so
Well,
there's no way.
I'm not saying that anybody hacked in your Facebook. I'm just saying someone has either talked.
I'm saying my Facebook is on everybody's phone. But either way, I've changed my password multiple times.
But y'all communicated by telephone. Y'all didn't communicate. I mean, all he said was send me your number, that kind of thing. Y'all didn't. I mean, there's no conversation as far as bring weed or anything like that. So even if someone was looking at your Facebook, no way they wouldn't have put 2 and 2 together. No way. The only way that the only scenario that this plays out is someone knew Colton and his friends were coming over and it either had beer or drugs or we're going to go get beer or drugs.
Did they tell anybody they were coming over?
I can't ask them right now. I'm only talking to you. Now, there's 8 other detectives working. We're trying to put pieces all together, and we will in the long run. But my fear is, because you're not a bad person, okay? I know you, and I know you used to live with Katie and everything, and I've dealt with you before. You're a kid. You like to have fun, all right? But this shit's way over your head now. This is insane. Okay, so, like I told you, you're not a bad person. However, you're holding back for whatever reason. And I think you're afraid of getting yourself in trouble because whoever did this, I'm telling you, they've been to your house before and you've invited them over before. Or you know them somehow. They've come over, they've hung out.
What's that old interrogation phrase again? If a detective tells you you're not a bad person, they already know you're guilty. And that's exactly what's happening here. The detective has already put the pieces together. The ambush, the messages, the contradictions. He knows this wasn't an accident. He knows this was a setup. Now he just needs one thing, her confession.
They've been to your house before and you've invited them over before, or you know them somehow. They've come over, they've hung out.
I'm literally playing in my head and thinking of anybody that could have walked in my door that would have been capable of killing somebody, and I can't think of one person.
Allie, anybody in a situation when they
that
get in
Jared
fights,
kid could have killed somebody at my house, but he didn't. He didn't pull the trigger. He didn't even put the fucking bullet in the chamber.
Right. And I'm not saying he did kill anyone.
I'm not saying it could have been him and his people. I don't know. I don't know what they look like. But I feel like if it was one of my friends in the dark, I could have saw them. And I don't think they would have did that.
Who do you think actually walked up to that porch? Was it Colton or was it someone else?
I thought it was Colton. I said, hey, I was on the phone with Colton when he got out of the truck.
What side did he get out of?
The only door that opened when I was outside was the driver door.
Okay. Did they unload anything?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
Have you, before Colton came over, who were y'all talking to, you and Celeste?
Her mom on the phone.
Her mom? No other friends? Y'all didn't invite anybody else over?
No, I invited... No.
Don't say no. Who did you invite?
Hold on, thinking. Amanda, I asked Amanda Henshaw, her husband, and her daughter if they wanted to come over and drink some whiskey, and they were supposed to come, but then she messaged me and said that they were going out. We talked to Celeste's mom. We were supposed to walk up and meet with her, and because Colton wasn't answering the phone, we were going to walk up and meet with her, and then he called back, and we waited, and her mom blew up her phone and was like, are you coming? I'm coming there now, blah, 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 blah. Colton showed up. Was it not Colton that walked to the fucking porch? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I'm not trying to tell you anything. I'm trying to get your side of the story. I'm just saying, are you sure it was Colton?
No, you're making me unsure of myself by asking me all these questions at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Well, it's important we get these answers.
I understand that.
And you may not have all of them.
I know, but I feel like I'm obligated to because he's dead and I can't fill in the missing pieces.
I understand the feeling of obligation too, because I feel obligated on his behalf to work my ass off to figure out what happened. I do. And all I'm asking,
don't I catch people that were on foot that ran up to my house?
I don't know. I can't answer that. I didn't even make it out there.
I'm like trying in my head to fucking think this could have been anybody.
Whoever this is knew where you lived.
Well, my address is on a party website.
Okay, but whoever it is knew where you lived.
Knew where I lived. Knew people were coming over.
Colton were coming, and we're waiting on them. And as soon as they got there, they did what they did. I don't think it. Now, unless something changes later on when we start talking to people, and once we figure out who did all this, I'm not comfortable in saying right now that it was like some sort of hit execution thing. It was nothing like that. It looks like to me this was a robbery that went bad. That's what it looks like to me.
A robbery that went bad?
Yeah. They got out of control. I'm sure you've heard of them. I mean...
Yeah, I know what they are.
You know what I'm
but I would never be involved in one. That's why I don't think this was a robbery.
So you think he was targeted?
No, I don't think Colton was targeted. I don't know his life like that, but do I think my house could have been a target? Hell yeah. Without a doubt. Could my house be a target? Yes.
Why? Because it's on that party website?
Not that it's on the party website. That there's just that Jared kid and everything and his friends and everything, and then Dalton being mad as fuck about it, all the fucking bars and everybody being barred up. They wrecked 4 cars.
Who wrecked 4 cars?
Dalton and Bo. On all those drugs that they stole.
Oh,
and my name got thrown into that also because I used to associate with Dalton, and they put it together kind of like y'all are.
Okay.
I know a lot of the wrong people.
Okay.
And it puts me in situations like this.
It does. And that's something for you to work out later. There's nothing you can do about it now. Here's the one thing I want to make sure that we're clear on, is that if there's anything else, if someone was hanging out with you earlier, or if you invited somebody else over and you are not telling me that.
I'm trying to think before you ask that question again. What?
But if you, I'm just warning, I'm giving you a fair warning. If you are not telling me that and it comes out later, understand you definitely could be charged with accessory to murder. So that's why I say think very, very carefully.
My stomach drops when you say that.
It should.
Celeste wouldn't have did it. Celeste's mom wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have did it.
I'm not saying that you did.
I'm trying to think of people that were today here at the house today. I wasn't even there till 5 o'clock. Somebody could have been sitting. You can get in my house any kind of way. Somebody could have been sitting there.
No, I doubt that.
Why? Jordan's grandma was out of town all day. She didn't get home until after I was home.
Well, because it's just like
everybody
you said,
knew she was out of town.
You named 2 people, Michael and I can't remember the other name, that you said that no one got they didn't get robbed. This was specific. I mean, there's no doubt. People don't take risks like this unless they know they're going to get something.
Out of the house, they could have got something though. If they think that we robbed Jared and we have all their drugs, which I'm pretty sure they think that we do, even though we don't. Y'all are in our house right now. I didn't steal Jared's drugs. I wasn't involved in that, but because I associate with people that do.
Jared thinks you did. Or Jared thinks the people you...
He still I know that he still thinks that I had something to do with it, even when I did it, and even when he told me that he didn't have a problem with me. I know that if it was me in his situation, that's my house. He had his shit taken from my house with people that I associate with. Bitch, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up, that's what I would say. Kind of like that guy's feeling, like my friend was killed at your house. Bitch, fuck you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And that person gets mad. That person tells that person, and that person tells that person. Oh, we're a bunch of fucking...
Well, other than Jared Wells and Dalton Carver, who do you think has an issue with your house? And
those are the only 2 names that have been... Well, Dalton hasn't even been to my house. Does he know that I live there? Yes. But he won't come there. He hasn't been there since I've lived there.
But he thinks the stuff y'all... Well, not y'all, but
no,
the stuff
Jared thinks that the shit that was stolen could be there. I mean, Jared asked me, he was like, get my drugs back for me. And I was like, I don't have them. He's like, get them back. I was like, I don't have them to give them back to you. I haven't even seen your drugs.
Is Jared's name on Facebook Jared Wells? Okay. And you've known him since July 4th. Jared, what's he look like?
Little white boy, kind of like Colton, honestly.
Does he have tattoos or facial hair or anything crazy? Anything that would make him stand out?
No.
No tattoos? Okay.
He lives in a trap house off Nolan.
Off Nolan? Alright. See, well, that's helpful. What does he drive?
Y'all impounded his car last week, so I don't know. And I don't
what
even
car
know.
was that?
Or didn't impound it. It blew up when he was arrested or something like that, and it was towed. Or
What did he get arrested for last week?
I don't know. I wasn't there. Look his name up.
I will, but it's
I don't even know if he was like really arrested. You see what I'm saying?
Just
These
tell
are
me
just
that.
rumors.
Or rumors you've heard.
I'm telling you everything I know.
Okay.
It was a white
drive?
car. That's all I know. I don't really know cars like that. It had like dents on the door, but they were like made on the car.
Okay.
What are those?
Older model, newer model?
Yeah, like Eclipse looking cars. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Okay. Like
It
a
was
rice
a
burner?
yeah, it was a 2-door car. It was
Two-door.
white. He said the transmission blew up in it.
Is Savannah his girlfriend?
No.
No.
I think she was just a random
Chick.
chick that he was with.
Who do you think did this?
I don't know.
I mean, seriously.
I mean, seriously, I don't know. Those are the only people that start into my house.
And that's been in the past couple of weeks, right?
It's only July 10th and July 4th was last weekend, so
So it's
yeah.
only been a couple of days. But why not come out and tell me this right off the bat? Hey, I don't know that these guys are involved, but these people...
Because
are
what if
making
they did
threats.
that? I walk out of here, what if I'm next? What if they didn't really mean to kill him?
Here's the thing, though. Let's say they didn't mean to kill him, okay? And they know whether you talked or not, you're still a loose end, right? It doesn't matter whether you talk to us or not. If they're going to kill you, they're going to try. So when you walk in this building, I'd be singing in hopes that we put somebody behind bars before they hurt anybody else. That's the only way this gets through. And I'm going to tell you this too
And
right now.
I'm not being like, I'm trying to be like nicely when I say this, but sometimes y'all aren't faster than me.
Right, I agree with you. The law's not perfect. We're not perfect.
I'm not saying you guys aren't perfect. I know you'll help and protect and serve. Like, I have respect for you guys only because of Katie, but
at the same time, a lot of people have the feelings that we can't do anything until something's
like if I said his name right now and y'all go to his house tomorrow or the next day, what's stopping him from coming and shooting up my house again?
Yeah, you're right.
If it was him, what's stopping him?
You're right.
You're not going to stop him. I'm not going home,
Right.
but I don't even feel safe in my own home now. And if I personally set up a robbery and was like, look, this kid's coming, blah, 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 come rob the fuck out of him and kill him, or don't kill him, or hurt him, or whatever you want to do it. Why would I bring them to my house?
Because a robbery is no...
Even if they're robbed, and the way you're making it seem, like, or the way that it's being, like, the way it looks or seems or anything, why would I send somebody I know, somebody that's my friend, or not even like my friend, but associates like with me, like we talk on Facebook, like somebody that knows me as a person, why would I bring him to my house to be robbed? If it was a complete stranger, okay, hell yeah, I'll fucking put the handcuffs on me. Maybe. But why would I do that to him? And I'm not even saying the murder part. Like, fuck the murder part. Why would I have somebody that I know robbed?
I don't know. But it's happened. I promise you.
Do I look like I'm on drugs like that?
No.
To have somebody that I know robbed? I'm not. I don't have the heart like that at all whatsoever.
No, I don't. Listen.
I don't even get into shit seriously like this. That's why this is scaring the fuck out of me, because I don't. And people like this, they always talk about shit on Facebook, like if you're a snitch, you're gonna end up in a ditch, this, that, and the other. So me telling you your name's okay, yeah, I'm singing to you guys, but what are y'all gonna do when I leave here?
I'll tell you this though.
When I feel like I'm the only one that's like, I feel like it's being pushed on me, and then I talk. And then what? Then what when I leave? Then what? I talk.
Well, you haven't really told me anything other than two names that might be involved.
I told you where the kid lives.
Right. Do you think we're in do you think we're so stupid that we're going to do dumb things to put your life in danger?
No, you don't have to intentionally do anything to put anybody's life in danger, obviously.
No, but I mean, we don't. But I think if they were worried about that, you'd have been shot tonight too. If they were really worried about that.
The only thing that's making me think like this might have been him and his people is because he told me he wouldn't hurt me, and I didn't get hurt.
It's very possible. That's very possible. But I'm gonna tell you this. It's just like you said, from an outsider's perspective, when you're looking into this, you know what this screams is that you and Celeste are involved. And by what I mean involved, I'm not saying that you necessarily set up a murder or maybe not even set up a robbery, okay? But you invited some people over, y'all were hanging out with someone who either overheard or through talking to y'all knew he was coming over and decided to take it upon themselves to set up a robbery. Or the flip side of that is y'all just set up a robbery thinking, hey, it's no big deal, we'll get a little bit of dope. People have been robbed at the house before. All these guys, they just start jaw-jacking, it's no big deal. We'll smoke out, people will be over it in a month, it'll be no big deal. That happens all the time. I work them all the time.
Both of those options say I set it up though. What's your third option? It's literally the way it looks, like there is no option for me. Like even if I am telling the truth and you believe me or you don't believe me, like...
Well, let's be clear. I have no reason not to believe you now. But I can't tell you how many times I walk out of this room, and then from everything else that's going on in the background, with all the other 8 detectives that are working, it ends up really bad.
Everybody has different stories, and it's my word against everybody else's, and I don't...
But I don't want it to be like that. I mean,
I don't
if you're telling the truth,
either.
though, here's the deal. We live in Clay County. We don't live in these major cities where people are getting murdered every day. This community talks. Okay, this isn't going to be a real tight-lipped thing where people don't say nothing. We'll get tips on everything. I mean, people will be ringing our phone off the hook. We're not talking like this is some mafia craziness or whatever. This is a group of kids.
If I knew who it was, do you honestly think I'd tell you?
I think if you do know who it is, you're afraid to tell me. Because I think you're afraid for your life.
Don't answer my question with a question and switch it.
That's what you're doing. When I asked you, what did you just say? You just said, why would I set up a robbery? You're answering my questions with questions.
I didn't mean,
So, yeah.
I'm not meaning to do
So
it
if
like
you're going to
that.
play games, I'm going to play games too.
That's not how I'm meaning to do it.
So let's cut through all this bullcrap.
I want you to believe me. I want them all to believe me. I want Colton's parents to believe me.
So then here, Allie, tell me the truth. If you're in over your head and you invited somebody over or you set up a stupid
I am in
rip
over my
that
head,
went
but
bad.
I didn't set up any robbery and have anybody killed.
I'm not talking, I know you didn't have anybody killed.
Or set up a robbery, or set up anybody to get hurt or anything. Or set up anybody to take anybody's drugs.
Did you or Celeste tell anyone else that Colton and his boys were coming over?
No. And even when we made those plans with Colton, we lied to Celeste's mom. I mean, halfway lied. We told her we were going to ride dirt roads and that we weren't coming to hang out with her.
So you...
Why would I end why? I just don't get why.
I'm gonna tell
I
you-
understand why you're asking all these questions. It's my house and somebody was
Right.
killed.
I mean, who else am I going to ask, right? Who else do I have to talk to? You are the best, you and the other person that's here are the best chance we have of getting the person that killed, and it sounds like Colton, the best person that killed Colton behind bars. It's you. You and whoever else we can get in here. And that's our goal. Yeah, it is early in the morning. Yeah, this sucks. I mean, trust me, there was nothing more that I wanted than to lay in my bed at sleep. But my phone rang, and as soon as I hear that someone, and I don't care if it's a drug dealer, if it's someone who's out making bad decisions, when someone gets killed,
It's not fair.
it's not fair, and there's no excuse for it. There's nothing. I don't care what color they are, what gender they are. I don't care. None of that matters. And that's why we're all here. And that's, I know you're frustrated. I know you're tired. I know this sucks. But we have got to go through all this. You
We
got
have
to
to do
stay
it
with
right
me.
now.
I know. But it does suck. And it's just stuff we just got to get through all this. And there's stuff in that you know that I need to know, like this Jared. And I didn't know that to begin with. And it's just like you just said a minute ago. Right now, the way everything looks, it looks like everything's on you.
And now I just drop stuff and spill stuff, and it looks like I'm turning it away from myself.
Right? I mean, in a way. But no one's saying you're lying about it.
I'm not.
No, I'm not saying you're lying about it. I don't have any reason not to believe you. I'm just saying if you are. Let's just, because some people are really good at lying. If you are
Ask
lying.
Katie if I'm a good liar.
Well,
Straight up.
and I'll
ask her
tell
if
you,
I'm a
that
good
was
liar.
my next step is that if I'm telling you, we'll bring Katie up here to talk to you.
Bring her. I will not lie to her. I can't lie to her. I will literally walk out of the room before I lie to her. I've done it. I walked out of her house before I lied to her about having my boyfriend over. That's why I don't live with Katie. Because I couldn't look her in the eyes and tell her I didn't have my boyfriend over when I did. And then she found out from Chloe and Zoe.
Right.
I'm not a good liar, and if I was sitting here lying to you, you would know.
Is there any chance? And I know you. So how close are you with Celeste?
I'm not that close, but
Y'all aren't best friends. Let's not be naive here, okay? Don't tell me this is your homegirl and you know that she's 16 years old. There's no way. This has got.
I didn't say she was my best
Well, I know, but you get what I'm saying.
she's my friend.
Is
yes.
there any way she set this up?
Absolutely not.
When I get a hold of her phone, because whether she likes it or not, I'm getting into that phone, whether I got to get a search warrant or not. If I see stuff where she set it up and that you're involved.
We didn't set anything up, and everything on her phone I wrote, not her.
Okay, well that's even better, because when I download that phone, we're going to have everything. Even if it was deleted, I can get stuff off of.
I understand that.
All right, I just want to be clear. I just want to, because I don't want you to think that if you are involved, you'll get away with it. If you're not involved, you have nothing to worry about.
I'm not trying to get away with anything. My head is a complete mess. Somebody just got shot. I heard them get shot. I didn't know they got killed. I didn't even know who got shot. I don't know who shot who. I don't know if it was nothing. I don't know. I know that there was blood on the ground. I know that I invited my friend over. I know that I had my 16-year-old friend over and that her mom left in care with me.
Mm-hmm.
What does this look like? Yeah, I'm being a little selfish right now, but I don't know how to answer all these questions and make sense of them when I can't even make sense of them in my head. Can I go home?
At this point, while we're talking, I would say, don't you want to continue talking to me about this? They come over, and then instead Colton came, and they did the robbery. What I'm trying to figure out is who was with Jordan when they were telling you all this.
You honestly know that I don't know that, because if you knew, she would have already told you.
Well, listen, I've gotten one text message. She might be telling them. I don't know.
I don't think she knows their names. Because I don't.
Can you describe them to me?
What black person doesn't look the same? And that's a serious that's serious.
Okay. Well, but there are 3 black males with Jordan. Jordan was the one white male.
Yeah. Jordan.
You don't know nicknames. I mean, are they thin? Are they stocky? Are they fat?
They just look like tall black guys.
Tall black guys. Are they adults?
I don't think.
Or are they juveniles? Or, I mean, are we dealing with like high school kids? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't think. They look like grown men.
They look like grown men? Did they have beards? I mean, was there anything that stood out?
No, they had a bunch of shit on their face.
What do you mean? When they were doing the robbery?
She's also getting angrier, not because she's being misunderstood, but because the detective refuses to buy into her lies. It's frustration mixed with desperation. She wants help, she wants sympathy, and she wants the detective to suddenly believe the version of the story she's trying to sell. But instead, she slips. She finally identifies the men who were her accomplices, a major shift from everything she claimed earlier. And the moment she does, the detective backs off and offers her a short break. That's a strategic move, not kindness. Also pay attention to her body language now. She's got her arms tucked deep inside her blouse, curling in on herself. Earlier, officers mentioned they couldn't find a blanket. They didn't forget. Interrogation rooms are kept cold on purpose, uncomfortable, tense, and designed to make a suspect feel exposed. And Schreffler is feeling every bit of it.
Did you knock on the door? What's up?
What's going on?
I'm back here talking, trying to figure things out. I'm trying to give them clear answers, but
What do they need clear answers on?
They need to, basically, what I want to hear is the truth out of you that you set up this robbery. Or that you helped set it up.
That's what you want me to say?
No, it's what you told me in a roundabout way, but that's what we're trying to get through. I don't need you to say, listen, if you're worried about you going to jail, I'm telling you this because I believe in shooting people straight. I've told you this from the beginning. You're in trouble. You are in trouble. Most likely, you will be charged with something. Now it's just basically, and this was even before you told me the truth. Now we're talking about what you will be charged with and how long you will be in trouble for.
And I'm the only one being charged?
No. Everyone involved is going to be charged. Everyone.
I don't want Celeste to get in any trouble.
Celeste is, listen, I know she's 16 years old, and thankfully, what kills me is the 16-year-old has got the most sense out of everybody I've talked to so far. She's the one that is going above and beyond. She realizes a mistake was made, admits her involvement in it, even knowing about it, and and basically is just trying to help us because somebody died. Somebody died. So she is the one that is absolutely just been a breath of fresh air for us anyway, because she is not even trying to feed us any bullshit.
I'm not trying to feed you any bullshit. Everything I said wasn't a complete lie at all. It wasn't.
So you're telling the truth. So tell me what your involvement is. Exactly. What is your involvement in this?
Listen, if I'm promised not to go to jail, I'll tell you start to end. But I have to have an attorney or something to help me. I'm only 21. I know nothing about anything y'all are doing. Nothing. Okay. I know I made a dumb mistake, and I know Cole is not alive. I have to live with that for the rest of my life.
Allie, hear me out.
But my life matters right now, too.
You're right. We went over your rights, right, at the beginning of this. You know your rights, okay? I can't tell you whether or not you need an attorney or anything like that. If you want an attorney, that is absolutely your right. If you want an attorney,
what does that
I'm done talking to you. I'm done talking to you, and then you're going to jail. That'll be it.
I don't know how any of this works, and nobody.
Well, that's why I explained it to you at the beginning.
It's not like on movies or like
You're right.
a special victim show.
This is not television. Allie, basically, before we go any further, because you mentioned attorney, I just want to clarify. Do you still wish to speak with me, or would you rather have an attorney present?
I don't know what the best option is at this point.
I can't tell you what the best option is. I don't want to sway you either way. It's up to you. I've told you, and I've been straight from you from the get-go, no games. You are in trouble. 100% you are in trouble. Okay? But,
okay, what can I do?
Well, I'm not going any further until you tell me. I can't talk to you. If you want an attorney present, then that's your right. I'm not encouraging you not to do it.
I wanted to talk to Katie so I knew how to
Here's
do
the
this.
problem. I've been trying to get a hold of Katie, and I think, like you said originally, Katie just doesn't even, I think she's trying to separate herself from the situation, because I can't get a hold of her, and she ain't coming up here. So we're at the point now.
Parents. No, I don't know.
Do you want to continue talking, or would you rather have an attorney present?
I want to tell the truth and I want to get myself out of trouble. Because I never would have did this. I never would have did this.
With you saying that you want to tell the truth, are you telling me you still want to talk to me?
Yes.
Okay. You do not want an attorney present. You're willing to talk to me. I need verbally.
Yes.
Okay. Let's recap your involvement in this so I can be as clear as possible when I step out and talk to my supervisors. You tell me exactly how everything happened, and just lay out the story.
I was trying to hang out with my friends and my friends robbed them.
Did you know your friends were going to rob them?
No. Not really. Yes and no. Yes and no. No and no and yes. I told them no. No, 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 no.
What did you tell them no for?
Not to do it. I didn't want this to happen. I didn't want this done. I told them that multiple times.
To not rob him.
Yes.
So you knew they were going to rob him.
Not for sure. Nobody knows nobody's going to rob anybody until it happens.
Allie, we can't play on words like this. If you're telling them no, then you must know that they're going to do something, that they're going to try and rob them. If you're saying don't do this, no, 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 then you knew that they were going to try and rob him.
Jordan talks about dumb shit all the time. All the time. Talks about stealing water pumps.
Did Jordan talk about robbing Colton when he came over?
No, he talked about robbing Jared.
Right, so you set it up with Jared. Now understand.
I never set them up to rob Colton. I never told them Colton had drugs. I never told them to rob Colton. Nothing. I was personally going to hang out with Colton. I told them.
So let me get this straight.
They knew Jared had drugs.
You set them up. You set Jared up to be robbed by them, not Colton.
Yes.
So why did they rob Colton?
Because they're fucking dumb. And they do dumb shit like this, and it gets put in dumb problems like this. I had a feeling they were going to, because they talk about it all the time, but they never really do anything. They don't ever do it.
You had a feeling they were going to do what?
I had a feeling they were going to rob somebody, some way, something, somehow. I just did. I had a bad feeling about the whole entire night. And now I know why. But that doesn't change my decisions on how I acted then. Maybe I could have jumped in front of the gun. Maybe I could have been like, hey, Colton, don't come here. The house is hot.
Did you see a gun?
No.
Oh, okay. You just said jump in front of the gun.
There was a gun that was shot.
Oh, okay.
I was figuratively speaking. Maybe I could have saved somebody's life and jumped in front of the gun.
When did you tell Jordan that Jared was on the way? You did?
Jared, not Colton.
Jared? Okay.
And then Jared messaged me back. It was like, I'm still trying to find you a ride. And I was like, it's cool, I made other plans, but you can still come. Or something like that. Something along those lines, or come hang out with me or something. I don't fucking know.
So what you're telling me the truth is is that
This wasn't just like something that went wrong. This was something that was completely done by a bunch of dumbasses.
Okay.
It was. I don't know this Jared came from Adam.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You said you tell Jared, or Jordan comes to you and says, "Get somebody over here that deals dope or whatever, so we can take."
No, that's not how that. No, that's how y'all are making it. That's not how it happened.
Okay,
this
well,
was
then
not about drugs.
Okay, what was it about then? I'm sorry. Tell me. I'm
trying to, but you're twisting it and making my head fuck up.
Okay, well then I'm not talking. You tell me. I'm not gonna say anything else. You tell me how it went down.
This is like way past just cold. Like this Jordan robbing people has been going on for not even he hasn't been robbing people. He's just been talking about it. He attempted to rob that Jared kid and it didn't work. Jared kid got mad.
That was 4th of July?
Yes.
Okay.
That was Jordan that did that. Jordan robbed him. And then I convinced Jared not to come do that to my house because I lived there. Mm-hmm. I didn't set that robbery up. Mm-hmm. Jordan did that all by himself. Mm-hmm. Completely all by himself. I was telling the truth when I was standing outside in front of his Nana. His Nana even talked to Jared, and Jared tried to tell his Nana that Jordan robbed him. Or tried to rob him. Dalton thing, nothing to do with. Was Jared mad? Hell yeah, he was mad. I asked him, Jordan asked me if I would invite him over. I don't know him from Adam. Jordan's not going to kill nobody. I know that Jordan's not going to kill nobody. I know that Jordan did not pull that trigger. I know he didn't. He doesn't have a gun. He does not have a gun. I live with him. I told him he could, if he wanted to test his life, Jared had a gun. Go for it. I would invite him over. If he would leave me the fuck alone. And he was like, okay, invite him over. So I did. I told him I had other plans with Colton.
What were his intentions when Jared came over? What did he tell you he wanted to do?
Walk out to the vehicle and tell him to give him his shit. Like he did the first time.
Okay. So basically you get another chance at robbing him.
Yeah, but he didn't have anything to rob him with.
He didn't have a gun?
He did not have a gun.
Okay. And you know for a fact he doesn't own a gun? You've never seen him?
I don't think he can. I think he's a convicted felon. I don't think he has one. I've never seen him shoot one. The only gun I've ever seen him with is the rifle that's over at his Nana's house, but he sold that like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
So he does not have a gun. That is the truth. Okay. He doesn't have a handgun. He doesn't have a hunting gun. He doesn't have a gun that doesn't have bullets in it. He doesn't even have bullets. He does not have none of that.
Okay. So Jordan tells you to bring, what's the guy's name for 4th of July? Jared. Jordan tells, all these J's is getting me confused. Jordan tells you to invite Jared over so he can try to rob him again. Or take his stuff. Is what you're telling me. What happens from there?
He kept bugging me and sitting next to me. Call him, invite him over, call him, text him. Jordan, I have. Jordan, he wants to come get me. He does not want to come hang out here. I don't blame him. Call him. Call him off a texting app. Celeste said, don't use your phone. I was like, I'm not using your phone. Like, I'm not going to use your phone to do.
This is the exact moment she crosses the line. When she says, he can go for it, she isn't just talking anymore. She's admitting to being an accessory to murder. That one sentence confirms what the detective suspected all along. She knew what was about to happen, and she allowed it. It's the quiet, almost casual way people sometimes reveal the truth without realizing the weight of their own words. But in an interrogation room, a slip like that is everything.
Call him off a texting app. Celeste said, don't use your phone. I was like, I'm not using your phone. Like, I'm not going to use your phone to do that. Like, I would not set something up and set my friend in the middle of it, even though our friends just set us up. But where was I at? My head's a mess.
Basically, right after he's bugging you to keep calling Jared.
Call him. Blah 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 blah. Finally, at like 2 something, I'm still trying to get Jared to come over. Colton's on his way. Jared says, what the fuck did he say? I'm at 4250 Old Jennings Road. Get a ride here. I was like, okay, well, I don't have a car, so I made other plans. Something about, you can just find me a ride later if you want to hang out. Something along those lines of, let's hang out later. Like, come to my house. Like, when I'm gone, Jared comes there, and Dalton and Jordan can do whatever the fuck he wants with whoever the fuck he wants, and I'm not involved.
Got a picture.
Just want to make sure that we're talking about the same person. Is that Jordan Coleman? Please answer me.
Verbally. We just don't want to make sure we grab the wrong person.
Yes.
That's Jordan Coleman we're talking about for this incident, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Can y'all hear me out there?
Where?
I mean, maybe right outside this.
Right outside the door, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. But not in the other room.
I'm just singing like a bird right now.
No, you're not singing. You're not singing like a bird. You know what? You're telling the truth. Just like it sounds like everybody's doing. It sounds like. Listen, this is. We're not.
Do you believe me now? Do my stories match now?
It makes a lot more sense. I just wish you would have been straight up with me from the get-go.
I couldn't.
You know what I mean? But trust me, I understand why it took so long.
I'm not just thinking of myself.
Well,
I am, but I'm not. Because either way, I know I'm screwed, but
if you
I
want me
didn't want
to
to
be,
bring
if you want me to be brutally honest with you, you are thinking of yourself. But I don't blame you in this situation. You almost have to.
everybody else is. And I just sat here.
Well, no. Everybody else is what I mean. They're telling us the truth, and I got a feeling once we get a hold of Jordan and all these other people, which I think Celeste knows these other three guys' name, which means you must know the other three guys' names.
There's no way. I don't know them. There's no way that she can know them.
Okay.
There's
You sure? I just
unless she overheard Jordan talking about him and I didn't.
Okay. All right, so let's go back. He's bugging you about called, and then Jordan tells you he's on Old Jennings. You can find a ride. Y'all make
He's
plans.
just pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing, and he just wants to rob something, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Does he need money for something? I mean, is there?
No. If he needed money, why can't he go get a job? It's so easy for a guy to get a job. If I was a guy, I would have money. For real. You could go fucking dig holes for $1,000 a week. And make, like, whether you're a felon or not.
Is he an addict? Maybe. I mean, does he need to support his addiction or
I don't think so. I just think he does it for fun.
like street cred? He just wants to be like just a thug.
Yes, because the whole time we were talking about it, I kept talking about how he didn't know how to rob people because he already tried and then he was going to fail. And I kept telling him he was going to fail, to just stop, just to let it go, just not to rob anybody at all. But he doesn't listen. He does what he wants. Jordan Coleman does what he wants. And he doesn't care who he brings out with him. Clearly. Because look who's sitting here, not him.
And you know what most likely is going to happen when we bring Jordan in here? And I mean, this isn't happening, but normally he's going to try and put it on you and Celeste. That almost happens every time. He'll try and put more of the blame on you too. You know what I mean?
I don't care what he says at this point. Because I'm not lying, so I don't care.
Did you know? And it sounds to me like you did because you're begging him not to come up. You're giving him all these different addresses. Was that in the Facebook messages? Is that in here? How were you giving the wrong address? On the phone?
Celeste's phone.
Celeste's phone? But
Did
you're
y'all
telling...
find her phone?
I'm sure they did. I don't know. I haven't asked. But when Colton's on the way, I mean, how many times do you think you gave him a bad address?
Three or four times. I never went and stood out by the road like I said I did.
And why
I
did you...
never directed him to my house like I said I did. Because I just had a bad gut feeling that they were going to do something if I didn't have somebody come over there.
But you said they disappeared, right? Didn't they? Or did they disappear after
Yes.
finding out Colton was coming?
They disappeared. Like, I told them my plans, what I was doing, that Jared wasn't coming and that I was going with somebody, or that I was going with Colton.
Okay.
And I walked through the house, Celeste was in the room, and then I asked them where they were. I yelled for Jordan's name on the porch. I yelled for Jordan's name on the back porch, and nobody came. And then the phone was dead. I put it on the charger. Colton was calling when it turned on, and he was pulling in the driveway, and I told him to leave.
Okay. And by that time it was too late. They were already running up.
I didn't know they were gonna run up into all that. I even turned all the lights in the house off so that Cole would think it was the wrong house.
I thought the power was out. No, it's still on.
The power is out, but it's on.
What do you mean? I don't care if you're stealing it from the neighbor or whatever.
It's not. Well, I did it. Jordan just clicked the little thing on the box and flipped the switch.
Okay. So the power works though. And you turn the power off, hoping that Colton would think, oh, that ain't it.
I did everything to prevent it from happening to him. Honestly, to the Jared kid, no. Would I feel bad if Jared lost his life right now? Yes, because it would have been under my back. But I did everything that I could. I thought they had just left or something. I mean, part of me knows that deep down inside of my gut that I had a bad feeling about the whole situation.
What did you think? I mean, what was your bad feeling? What did you think was going to happen?
That they were either going to fail.
Fail at what?
At robbing somebody, like Jordan always does. And then I have to deal with it. I have to deal with people. People really do come to my house and fucking do shit to it all the time. I have to deal with that. And I moved in with him all because of... God, I can't deal with this right now. If I would have never moved in with him, if I would have just got on a plane, all this wouldn't be happening right now.
Have you ever heard of the name Torrin Johnson?
Who?
Torrin Johnson?
Tori or Torrin?
Torrin. No? You never heard of that name? If you saw a picture of the 3 black males that have obviously been hanging around Jordan for a while, would you be able to ID them? You would? Okay. Do you personally know these guys? I mean, have they come to the house? No? Okay.
These are not.
And I understand.
I don't do drugs like that. I
Right.
smoke pot. I don't hang out with gangbangers who carry guns and rob people.
The reason why I ask these questions is not to establish whether you're friends with them or not, is literally to figure out on how I'm going to show you these photos of people, on how you could ID them. Because if you don't know them personally, then I'd have to show you a photo lineup. But if you know these guys, you know who they are. Just like Jordan, you can just look at a picture of him and make sure, yeah, that's the guy I'm talking about. So you know the other 3 or no?
I've never heard of a Torrance Johnson. I think it's Tori, not Torrance.
Well, he may go by Tori.
No, I don't personally know these people, but if I saw a picture of him, I could possibly tell you who
But
they
a
are.
Tori Johnson sounds familiar to you?
No, a Tori, not a Torin, and no Johnson. I don't know last names like that.
Oh, okay. Is Tori a black male? He is?
Jordan talks about him sometimes, but not Torin.
A Tori? Was he there today at your house? No? Okay. Do you know any of the other black males that may have been there? Do you know any of their names? Even if it's not the full name, do you know, like, you say Tori, you've heard Jordan say before. Is there any other ones?
Unk.
Unk? That's a nickname? Okay. Any about the other one?
No, it was like Unk is not like Tori related. Like it's. I'm trying to think of all the little black people, like grown black people he hangs out with. Torin Johnson just doesn't. The Torin like just reminds me of a Tory black guy.
Which is somebody
Torin
that
Johnson
Jordan
black?
hangs with. Yeah. I'll tell you what, if you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean? We'll just show you the
I could
photos.
see them though.
That's what I'm saying. We'll just show you the
But
photos.
they all go by different names. They
It don't
go by
matter.
Unk, cuz,
It don't
this,
matter.
that. You know what I'm
It don't
saying? I
matter.
don't know real names.
Somehow we're getting their names, and it's got to be from Celeste. So unless they have Jordan and Jordan's telling us and I don't know about it. But, I mean, they're getting these names from somewhere. So I mean, just be straight with me. Do you know these guys?
I know of them. I told you that.
Right.
Like, if I saw them, I could tell you who they are.
So basically, if
I can't be like...
If you saw these three, you could say, yeah, these are the three that robbed Colton.
Yeah.
You realize one of those three, if you're telling me Jordan, there's no way Jordan pulled the trigger. One of those three is who killed Colton.
I know that.
So it's important. It's very important we get this.
And they don't mean anything to me.
That's good to hear. They shouldn't.
Now she finally breaks. She fully admits who the men were and what really happened that night. All the deflecting, all the excuses, all the half-truths, it all collapses. She cracked, and the detective's strategy worked flawlessly.
Like a saving it? No? Just a pen and a piece of paper? What do you need it for?
I don't want this to come back on me. And I don't want a statement. What you do with this is what you do with this, but I don't want my name in this. I won't put this in a statement.
Okay. Sit tight with
I
it.
said that was off the record,
Okay.
but I gave it to you, so can I have it back? Can you remember the names?
Yeah. Well, you want me to just throw it away?
No, I want to keep it.
Alright, hold on to it. Don't do anything with it, just leave it right
Do you
there.
remember them?
Yeah. Yeah, I got it.
You not like this though.
I guarantee you she's not gonna hate you. Let me go grab my notebook.
Okay, you gotta leave that open for 2 seconds. Cause
Okay.
it's cold as fuck.
Actually, I'll tell you what.
Is it recorded in here?
Huh?
Is it recorded in here? That's why I have to come tell the truth
Well-
in here.
Well, that's why we want to talk to you in here, not out there. But we let you smoke a cigarette, right? You want a cigarette, you want to warm up. But that's why we're talking in here. It's a controlled environment too, so that way, because like I said, we got
Well, this
Celeste.
doesn't help.
I know, but we got Celeste here and all that, and it just shows that we keep everybody separate, so that way we don't say you influenced her or she influenced you in your testimony and all that. But it's like we said, we got to get the absolute truth out, be very clear, concise, exactly, even if it doesn't necessarily shed a positive light on you. It is what it is. You didn't have the intentions of what happened. So we can recap real quick. So we'll start from the very beginning. Very beginning. I'm gonna give you the floor. You tell me exactly.
Jordan and Ozell have been talking about robbing people for weeks, and Tori's been involved too. And we were all outside the car the other day when Celeste wasn't there, talking about Jordan robbing Jared and how shitty a job he did. And Ozell said, "If I was there, that wouldn't have happened. I have your back, Jordan. Let's set it up for something else." Blah blah. I said, "I'm not setting up any more robberies. Not doing that." And then today, me and Celeste babysat, and then we went back to the house, and we were fine. And then Jordan didn't get any pot, Jordan didn't have any money, Jordan didn't have anything. So the first thing that came to his mind was, let's rob somebody. And the first person that he assumed that would know somebody was me, because I do know a lot of people. I don't really, like I said, last time I talked to Colton, Colton was February. I don't really hang out with people like any of those drug dealers like that anymore, because I have tried to stay away from that life. But Jordan had Tori come over to turn the power on at the house. And Tori was like, "What's up with that lick? Are you going to be the whatever they call it when you use a girl to hang out with a guy or some shit like that to to just, I guess, take their drugs or something. Whatever you call that. So I told Tori, I know of Jared. And he was like, okay, we'll hit him up. I hit him up, we waited, then he called Ozell over. And then we waited, and then Jared was bullshitting around. He had a ride, didn't have a ride, was coming, wasn't coming, blah, blah, blah. They were not getting happy. They were sitting there ready to hit a lick, and my lick was not coming through. So I was sitting next to Ozell on the couch. I made Celeste move over, and I was going through my Facebook, and he was like, message this guy, message this guy, message this guy, or does this guy do this? I was like, well, this is where I got my cocaine from, this is where I got my weed from, this is where I got my this from, this is where I got my this from. He said, okay, cocaine, that one. I was like, I don't know if he deals cocaine anymore, I haven't talked to him since February. And he's like, okay, well, if you deal cocaine, you're going to constantly deal cocaine, and whether he has something or doesn't have something, we're not going to hurt him. We're just going to take his shit if he has something. And I was like, okay.
Now who are you talking about? Colton?
Both of them.
No, but I mean, they're talking about, they point out Colton?
No, they're talking about any person that I would have brought to
But when you said this is a guy that I've gotten cocaine before, are you talking about Colton?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, go on. I just wanted to clarify.
And I was like, I know him, I fuck with him, he's not my friend anymore, but I mean, I know him, like, I don't want anything bad to happen to him. Jordan said nothing's gonna happen bad, or nothing bad is gonna happen to him. We're just gonna get the kids drugs, and that's it. And then they're gonna go. I was like, then why am I bringing them here? I don't want them to come here. Like, y'all do that somewhere else. And Jose said, no, I'll just stand by the porch, and when they roll up, like, tell them to pull in the driveway. I was like, I'm not telling them that. I was like, it's common sense to pull in the driveway. He's like, okay, well, then where are we gonna hide if they flash the lights? I said, I don't know. You'll figure it out. Like, I don't care what you're doing. Like, and then, like, as it kept going and going and going, Jordan was still telling me to message Jared, still telling me to get Jared to come over. And I was like, no, he's not coming. Celeste was sitting there. She really didn't say anything the whole time it happened, except for, I don't think we should do this. And then Ozell said everything was going to be fine. Jordan said, let's get drugs. We were still sitting there. They decided, I went into the room to go to the bathroom and turn the light on, and Jordan freaked out and said Jordan said the lights cannot be on because of his Nana. Not because of anything that had to do with any kind of shadows or anything like that, because at that point they were not going to stay in the yard. They weren't staying in the yard, so the light thing was completely, she misunderstood that. Mm-hmm. They were not doing it in the yard because I told him I was not telling Colton to pull in the yard. Mm-hmm. Like, if he pulled in the yard, that was one thing. If not, like, they need to
figure it out.
Yeah, they need to fucking figure it out themselves. Like, I would invite him over here and leave with him if y'all weren't here, or you can wait on Jared, or you can do what you gotta do, but I don't want anybody to get hurt. Mm-hmm. Celeste heard me say that. I don't want anybody to get hurt. And as I said, nobody's gonna get hurt. I was like, okay, well, I don't know if they have guns either. And he was like, well, I have a gun, lifted up his shirt. And then...
What did the gun look like?
It was just a small black gun.
Small black gun?
Small black gun.
What part of it could you see? Like the handle, or
it was small.
You see the whole thing?
It would have fit in my hand.
Where was it?
Not a grown man gun. It would have fit in my hand.
Okay.
Small gun.
Where was it? Like you said, in his waistband?
Right here.
Okay.
I only saw the top part, bottom part was facing down.
Okay. Alright, so go on. He said he's
got a gun, nobody's gonna hurt him, and they're not gonna hurt anybody. And I was like, I don't think you should use the gun. He said, I'm not gonna use the gun unless I need to. He's like, my hands are strong enough. I was like, don't hit him. I was like, I'm pretty sure they'll just give it to you if you're two black guys and you walk up there and you're scary like you guys are planning to do. That's what I had in my mind, that I would be scared if two black guys walked up to me and asked me for my drugs.
Right.
My intentions were, really, I didn't even want them to get robbed. I really didn't. Whether he died or didn't die, I didn't. Yes, like, I was scared the whole time that shit was happening. And when it started happening, I got more scared. And that's when I started backing off. That's when I started sending him the wrong address. That's when I started telling him that we would walk to the Kangaroo. I told Celeste to put her shoes on. And then I told Jordan before he walked out the door, I didn't know where, Ozell and Tori were already gone. Okay. They were already outside. I don't know where they were at. Nothing. Jordan was the only one in the house. Me, Jordan, Celeste. And I told Jordan that Colton was on his way, that he was on 16, and he said, okay. He walked out the door.
You told Jordan that?
Yeah. Okay. I was like, they're on their way, he's on 16.
And the other two were already gone?
They didn't know that I sent him the wrong address, though. Okay. They didn't know any of that. They didn't know that they went to the Kangaroo, none of that. Like, I had one conversation with Colton on the phone, and I was like, do you want to chill? He said, yeah. I said, okay, I'm at my house. He's like, is anybody there? And I was like, me and Celeste. He said, is this anybody's house? is this your house? I said, yes, it's mine, but I have a roommate.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
After the shots happened and all that, do they come back in?
no, they never came back in, not once. Me and Celeste ran and hid and freaked out and panicked like any two girls would do after they heard gunshots.
Have you talked to Jordan or anybody since then?
No.
Do you know where they would run to?
Ozell has a lot of friends that would cover for him,
Okay.
mostly on Martin Luther
Do
King.
any of them drive?
No.
No.
Ozell has a girlfriend named Nina that
Nina?
has a car that he uses sometimes.
What kind of car?
I don't know what her car looks like.
Okay.
I mean, I could find out, but I don't know what it looks like.
They've got the lineups ready. Let me go get them, and then I'll be right back. Okay.
Does that sound like the truth?
Yes, like I just. What do you mean?
In the end, the legal system didn't treat this as a robbery gone wrong. Prosecutors argued it was a conspiracy that led to murder. Alexandra Schreffler, the person prosecutors say helped lure Colton to that house, pleaded guilty to second-degree murder. She was sentenced to life in prison, with no possibility of parole. Jordan Coleman, identified as the shooter, was convicted of second-degree murder and armed robbery and sentenced to life in prison. Torian Johnson and Ozell McNabb Jr., who participated in the robbery and ambush, each received lengthy prison sentences for their roles, including armed robbery and related firearm charges. No single message pulled the trigger, but the court ruled that every choice leading up to that night carried the same weight. And that's what ultimately closed this case.